Okay, we are live on YouTube. It is your girl, Dr. Shonna and Marilyn, the chef. We are here to talk about the upcoming Reconnect, a couples cooking class for couples. This is an awesome opportunity for you guys to come
Yes.
and reconnect with your partners and learn a thing or two from not only me, but from Marilyn as well, who is an expert in what she does. So I want you guys to come on and be a part of this situation. Make sure you tell everyone that we are on live just in case they want to be able to get information about this upcoming cooking class. So, Marilyn, I thank you so much for joining me.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, thank you so much. How are you doing, sister?
Good. I'm excited to be here.
Can you hear me, Marilyn?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Want to be able to get information about this upcoming cooking class. So yeah, so what's going on, Marilyn? Tell me about how we arrived to this conclusion because I know what I'm going to do, right? So let's just bounce off of each other what we're going to do in this cooking class, okay? So can you hear me
Okay.
fine, Marilyn?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Good. So tell me, in terms of this cooking class that's going on, let's talk about the appetizer.
Ooh.
Loosen up.
So we're talking about. I'm loose. I'm loose. So, are we talking about this lovely parfait?
We are talking about
Is
this
that where you want me to
parfait,
begin?
right? We want to talk about the parfait, and we
The
want to talk about why that's important.
the layers of love. Is that what we're talking about? Layers of love. The
Yep.
layers of how foreplay comes to play. Foreplay comes to play without the touching. And we're not speaking anything about this foreplay. We're
No.
talking about communication. We're talking
Come
about
on.
communication, healthy, positive communication that stimulates the mind, and the
But some
mind
people might
stimulates the body.
exactly, and I'm excited about this. As you can see, I'm really excited about it. Some people might
I'm
be
excited.
confused,
I'm
right? Because they're
excited.
like, wait a minute, is a couples therapist and a chef coming together to do a cooking class? Why?
Because where else do you connect? Where else can you relate the major connection that's been going on since the world began, but with food? That's how everyone has managed holidays, getting back together, family reunions, rekindling a flame. Let's go to dinner, honey. Let's go eat. Food is so connected to connections. You go out to eat. I mean, we're not talking about 2019 where people go out to eat and on a cell phone the whole dinner. Because we know folks like that, I want to kick them out. You can't come in here with a cell phone.
I'm
Imagine if restaurants started doing that.
I'm guilty. Sometimes I'm on my cell phone, and
Mm.
that's a problem because that causes the disconnection, right? And it gives your partner the reason to disconnect or to justify the disconnection, right? And so I'm trying to
Yes.
be really cognizant of that. And I try to keep my phone in my purse or in the car when I'm going out to eat because it's so easy for us to pick up a phone. But so many of us in relationships are not realizing that these phones are causing us to disconnect from our partners.
Yes. Of course. I mean, if you think about when you are preparing yourself a meal to empower your body, because that's the only way you should be eating. You should be eating to live, not eating for cravings and extra stuff. But just think of healthy eating. When you prepare a lifestyle where you want to eat a certain way to manage your body, I think we also need to prepare a lifestyle to have a healthy relationship with our partner that we have chosen. Because this is the person you chose,
That's why
right?
I pair with you. That's exactly why I pair with you because, like, you know so much about food science. You know so much about food health and what it is for the body and why we eat and the purpose of eating. You have understanding regarding all of that stuff. I just like food. and, I, and I know my husband loves food. Like, even though this is, let me
Yes.
tell you, and I know that I'm not the only one that can relate to this. With my husband, we can go to a restaurant and order the same exact meal. He would eat up all his food and then want mine. And I keep on hand with the fork, right? So because I don't just gobble down my food, I take my time with it. But the reason why I wanted to share with you, because I what I'm recognizing, like when I go out, I love to see couples. I love to see couples. I like to look to see how they're engaging, how they're eating. I can tell just about anybody, not 100% because nothing is, I'm not foolproof, right? But I can tell who is connected in their relationships and who is not. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I wanted to partner with you is because the way we have designed the menu, the course, the appetizer, the main dish, and the dessert, the way we have designed it is to help couples reconnect. So just like you was talking about those four layers of the parfait that the couples are going to be building, I want people to know that there are 4 layers to foreplay.
Yes.
There are 4 layers to foreplay. And I bring that up because you and I were talking earlier. We're going to have to get real for a second. I know you don't have a lot of time, but we were talking earlier about how people put such a great emphasis on their hair, their bags, their shoes, right? Right? They put emphasis on this stuff, but people don't. I'm not saying everybody. I don't want to just categorize people and generalize, but a lot of people don't focus on what they're putting in their body to eat, right? And a lot of people don't focus on the health of their relationships. Mm-hmm. They react when their health is bad with food.
Yes.
Right? They react. I got to go to the doctor. I'm on insulin. I'm on high blood pressure medication. The doctor said I got to lose 20 pounds. My heart has been giving me pressure. All this crazy stuff because they're not taking the deliberate focus to see what I am putting in my body. And the same is true for relationships. They're not deliberate on saying, you know what? I haven't been focusing on my relationship. I haven't been connecting with my partner. I don't know how my partner's day has gone. I don't know if he's upset or if she's upset. I don't know if something bad has happened. They're just going like a hamster in a wheel, not focusing on it. But then when their relationship is in chaos, they call me. What do you think about that?
I think it's called Western society. We are so backwards, and we will run to a stranger, a primary care doctor that we see once a year. Anything they say out their mouth is gold. Now you can literally follow a health guru that has scientific proof and showing you natural ways to heal yourself. You're not down. Then you have another guru who wants to give you instant fix. 3 weeks, you'll look like this, brand new. You just got to try this. Side effects are about 13 different side effects might happen to you, but in 3 weeks, you'll be skinny, boo. You know, you don't care. You got blood pressure medicine and got 17 side effects, but I'm down to pop the pill because the doctor said so.
Yeah.
Well, what about when the doctor says that your mind is not connected to your body? What if your doctor started speaking like that?
Will the doctor say that?
What if you went to a doctor that did? What if you going to someone like Dr. Shonna? Because the absence of some form of mediation when things are cray is just not the best idea. You need a mediator that's not instantly connected to you both. So there's nobody biased, there's no taking sides, none of that. But there's outside source that believes in a holistic approach, that believes in long-term healing, wants to support you. Are our receptors available? Are our neurotransmitters speaking a language that we understand? And if it's not, we need to transform that because the natural longer way is the long-term way. What is the proverb? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Right? Go. And I'm so glad you said that because that is so true. People will spend hours researching, researching. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
It's true. It's true.
You can go to any of the YouTube channels or the Facebook pages or the Instagram pages. And if they're selling hair, they're selling makeup, they're selling stuff for your vagina, people will show up show up and sign up in a blink of the eye. But when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to your health, people are slow to respond and they're slow to act. they have a judgment about it. But you have to care about your relationship, and you have to care about your health, just like you care about your hair, your makeup, you being on fleek, your waist trainer, your red bottoms. People, the priorities are off. We are at war, Chef Marilyn. Do you hear me? Our family units are at war. Everything is coming to attack our family units, to break it down. And part of that warfare has to do with our health.
It has to do with the disconnect of our mind and body. If if your mind is not connected to your body, how are you expecting to connect to your spouse? If your spouse's mind is not connected to their body, how are you expecting them to connect to you? It's not instantly about, because there are these 5 things that he ain't doing or she ain't doing. How about there's 5 things that my partner needs support in? How about we reword these things, and let's find a way. Where do we get the support? We don't have the answers, but there are people who have the tools. But are we looking?
How about there are 5 things that we are not doing? You see, we're so ready, and it's so easy for us to point out what our partner isn't doing. Yes. But there are things that you too are not doing. And that's why I love this whole idea of this cooking class, right? Mm-hmm. And those are interested in it, you guys need to go visit the website right now, helpingcouplesreconnect.com. helpingcouplesreconnect.com. It will give you everything you need to know from the menu and the purpose of doing it. But this is not about bringing your partner in because your partner needs work. This is about bringing the marriage in, bringing both bodies in, because our bodies need work, our mind needs work, our connection needs work. This is not about one over the other. Whew. Right?
Yes.
I go with my husband every now and then. So we're supposed to be going on date nights quite often. And sometimes he remembers. And sometimes I'm petty. Like, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I'm petty. I remember that we haven't gone, but I wait to see if he remembers that we haven't gone before I say enough is enough. And then I ask him, right? Babe, on a date. But what's most important is when we go connect, when we go out on a date, I even see our different eating habits. And that also aids in our disconnection. Mm-hmm. Ooh, people don't think about that. Let me tell you something. People got to put some time to research and understand their relationships and their marriages and their family and their health. This is warfare. This is warfare.
And I also
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I also think people really need to get out of their individual boxes and thinking that their way is the only way that is healthy and positive, and remove that, because you can have 4 people, and this is of course, I'm going to pertain it to food because that's what I do. I can meet 4 people who need support with meals, right? And they all manage it differently, but those people, when I feel, I'm like, oh, you need more than just someone to help you with food. You need someone to work on your mind, because most of the conversation is insulting someone else, insulting someone else, insulting someone else. And your mind is focused on the outside. How can you get well on the inside with yourself? You need to be focusing on why you are making these decisions, why you are losing connection with self, not on who's doing that. And because of the social media era, everyone's looking and pulling from other people to what is so-called the right way to love your man, the right way to eat food, the right way to do that, instead of saying, how is my body responding to carrots? How does my mind respond when he does this? Having an understanding, so when they come to you, you know what you're working with, right?
See, I was adding something different with that, because I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes. What I was thinking about is, for example, even when couples go out to connect, their choice in food can contribute to their disconnection. That's what I was trying to communicate.
Oh, so you're saying, I definitely know that part. For a person, I'm single, but if I'm dating someone and there's nothing like waking up in the morning and opening someone else's refrigerator and it looks like mine. I'm not gonna lie. Yes. That kind of leads to extra morning fun before I leave. You know what because that does. It
Free.
does stimulate me. Huh?
That's a free.
Maybe.
No. But I'm
But it
serious.
does.
Imagine going out to a restaurant and you're sitting there with your partner, whether you're married to them, dating, it doesn't matter, have children together, it's your unit. And you're sitting
Yes.
there and you're really concerned about the type of foods you put in your body. So you're conscious about your decision. And then you're sitting against somebody who doesn't care about their health, right? Or at least it appears like they don't. They eat
Yes.
all types of things that's going to clog their arteries, that's going to stretch their body out,
Yes.
bring them up a few
Yes.
sizes, that's going
Yes.
to increase their blood pressure, increase
Mm-hmm.
their sugars. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That
Yes.
also contributes to a disconnect between the partners because now they feel like, damn, we don't have anything in common, right? So what is
Yes.
happening is people don't know how to have that kind of conversation. They don't know how to have that conversation, make a switch together as a team without the other person feeling like you're
Yes.
criticizing or insulting them.
Which is very important because food is very a sensitive topic, and you know I'm an advocate for food justice, so I am so not down with food shaming. I am so not down with people who are just sometimes just ignorant to the situation. They don't understand this is what they've been doing their whole life, and now have your new cape on because now you're a health food fanatic, and now you got a 3 week. Now you got someone. You got 3 weeks. Get it together. Oh, you just turn me off. I'm a new person. Slow down. You've been new for 3 weeks. Okay. You've been new for 90 days. I got you.
I'm guilty.
Shame on you, Dr. Shonna.
Give me an opportunity. Give me an opportunity. I am the doctor. Give me an opportunity. I'm also human, right?
Yes,
So I'm the
yes.
kind of person, if I'm going to do something hard body, that means everything in the refrigerator or the cabinets get cleared. And I remember my husband saying to me, he said to me, well, just because you're plant-based, just because you're vegan, doesn't mean that I'm going to be vegan. Maybe in a time I'll be vegan, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be vegan. And so I didn't push back against that, right? I wasn't
Yes.
like, shame on you. Look what you're putting in your body. You're eating that. But instead, I use my plant-based meals as an opportunity to connect with my partner.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it just the kids and I will be in the kitchen and we'll be reading the ingredients and reading the recipe and we'll be making it. And then he'll be coming by and just looking because he's stubborn. Instead of him being a part of it, he'll walk by and he'll look in the kitchen, keep on walking, and then when the food is done, this man has 3-4 plates, and we're sitting there, we're talking, and I'm like, "Can you guess what's in it? Can you guess what's in it?"
Ooh.
So we're having this kind of connection, and people
Yes.
see how much food can actually connect you with your partner, right? But you have to take the time. You have to have a vision and a focus about how you want your marriage or your relationship to go. And it requires work. It requires work. It requires a lot of work.
And when you do it the right way, as of course, I'm always giving, I'm going to speak on the side of food. When you do it the right way, you can see a long-term change. Like, for example, I'm divorced and the girls are like, Dad has kombucha. Dad has this. That all the stuff that we was mad, like, I ain't drinking this. I ain't eating that. It ain't all about you. Had me making a side of stuff that I don't want to make, but I did it because I support you. You want me to make these meals because that's what you still like? Okay, we'll make that on the side. But I still was giving him my help. And now I'm like, he's healthy. He's not with me anymore, but he is healthy. And he has those cravings. And he would say, man, everything is mad salty. Like when we first divorced, he would be talking about food, speaking about food in a different way because he was used to having a home cooked meal that was all natural because that's just who I am for all of our marriage. And so instead of being like, instead of putting the crown on that I wear sometimes, I was like, okay, let me take the petty crown on and say, good job. I'm glad you're eating healthy. Because, I wanted to say, oh, now you want to be healthy. Oh, now you trying to shine with all my lessons on the next person. But what really made me happy is that now when my children, as we co-parent, now that my children are visiting, I know my children are continuously eating the same thing they're eating here.
Listen, I love the fact that we're doing this cooking class together because
I'm so happy.
You're gonna laugh when I tell you this, but I didn't say anything. I was good. And you see, this is why this is what we teach in these cooking class about intimacy, about connection, about sex, about everything. We talk about everything, even like the poached egg. Oh my God, I can't wait till we teach them the significance with that poached egg. But nonetheless, learn that the connection with your partner is more important than having to be right, having to prove a point, having to food shame, to criticize your partner, whatever the case is. Quick story, then I'm gonna let you go. I was going to my husband's car to get my key because I left my key in the house and we have each other's keys for our cars. And so I went to go get my key out of his car to open my door. And when I opened up his passenger's door, he was in the driver's seat. I saw a box with what appeared to be like chicken nuggets hanging out of it, like chicken fingers, right? You should have saw my face. I'm like,
only because I know you. Only because I know you. This is really funny.
He immediately was like, he was like, oh no, because I was working really, really late and it was the only thing that was available. And it's like, I didn't even finish it. It just didn't taste right. Now, you probably like them damn chicken fingers, but nonetheless, I just allowed him to be who he is. And I just said, okay, I said, it's all right. Just make sure you maybe detox for 2-3 days, just detox and get it out of your system. And that's it. Got my keys, gave him a kiss, drive safely, and I went about my business. Right? And so had I not had the tools to be able to do that, I would have allowed something as small as that to upset me because he had my son that day. So I automatically was like, he fed my son some damn Wendy's because I don't eat that stuff. I don't eat any of that stuff. But instead of me going on like, I hope you didn't give this to Sage. You can ruin your body, but don't be ruining my child's body. Instead of doing all of that, the only thing I simply did was to say, okay, well, just detox. I can fix you some stuff, some tea. Just drink the tea for a couple of days, yellow dock or whatever the case is, burdock root, whatever the case is. I just told him that, and he was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll make sure I take some of my detox stuff and stuff upstairs. So he received it. And that's why I love what we're doing, because we really are helping couples to be able to have fun, to laugh with us because we're a bug out, right? To laugh with the partner, but to learn life tools they can use throughout their relationship to maintain the connection, because connection is a lifelong task that you have to do, right? You don't want to connect from your partner. So listen,
and they're getting it from two transparent women who have seen divorce, who have seen marriage, who had long-term marriages. And there's nothing like getting that information from people who've experienced it and know the good and are not scared to talk about it, because everybody is so like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared to be on social media. I'm like, I'm on it, but I don't know if I want to follow y'all because y'all just too perfect for me. I can't do it. Right. And it's nothing like when I've received most of my healing in life. And most of the time when I'm learning from people who are transparent. I cannot learn from clouds.
Yeah.
Waiting for the rain to come, possibly. I need to be able to see rain, thunderstorms, clouds, sunshine, moonlight. I need the whole sky, the entire sky.
Different than go. And there's nothing wrong with church ministries. There's nothing wrong with ministries regarding marriage and church, but it makes us different from that because there's no mask, right? There's no mask. There's no pretending.
There's no condemnation to women only.
You're not going to hell. Don't cook your husband a good. You're not going to husband hell if you don't tell your wife that she's pretty. But I love it because sometimes sometimes what you need is not in your church. What you need to save your marriage is not in your church. Because if what the church was doing was working 100% of the time, they too won't have 50% of marriages ending in divorce, right? So this is a real serious thing. We are at warfare. Our families are
Serious.
first line of defense, and they are coming after our families, and they're
Hard.
destroying our health as well. So it's not only are you going to get information from Chef Marilyn, but you're going to get knowledge and information from Dr. Shonna on how to keep your marriage or your relationship intact and how to raise healthy family units. Because if the spouse is not happy, the house is not happy.
No.
Happy spouse, happy house. That's just how
yes.
it's down,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And this event is not just for married people. As long as you
No.
are in a relationship or have a family with each other or moving into a relationship, moving into a marriage, or you are married, or you're trying to save your marriage,
Yes.
this is for you.
Yes.
Marilyn, how can people reach you?
Oh, me.
Chef,
Oh, me.
I walk into it.
You can meet me. No, you better not try to meet me.
You can meet
Slow
her. You can meet her on March 23rd at the Sweet Spot in Bluefield, on Bluefield Avenue, Montclair, New Jersey.
Yes.
Cooking class for couples. That's where you meet her.
But you can look at what I do at Marilyn the Chef on all social media. Marilyn the Chef. On Facebook, it's a little tricky, so you have to write Marilyn space, the space, and then chef space. But on YouTube, on Instagram is where we're at the most. You can find me at Marilyn the Chef. And
Awesome.
and also you can find me at divineappetite.com. But you really need to go on helpingcouplesreconnect.com. Because I want to meet y'all at this event. I want to open up this exciting side of love, reconciliation, partnership, and the power of food coming into that.
Yes. And come to the event. Every couple is also going to get a free couples report card.
Woo! I love those. I love those. That is so amazing.
For the attendees, you'll get the free couples report card so you can see how you are doing as a partner in your relationship. Is authentic, it's transparent, and it's going to help you a lot. So go ahead and visit us at Helping Couples Reconnect. Get signed up. Again, that website is Helping Couples, plural, Helping Couples Reconnect.com. Go ahead, get signed up. Follow Marilyn the Chef on all her social media platforms. Follow Dr. Shonna at all her media platforms. Everything, you can always find me at Dr. Shonna. I'm there on YouTube. I'm there on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dr. Shonna. Follow us, but most importantly, go sign up today. The event is March 23rd. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. So it's a morning event because we're cooking brunch. And you're going to have fun. You're going to have fun with everything. The sausages, the regular sausages, the poached eggs, the signature pancakes, the 4-layer parfait, the spiked smoothie. We're going to have a lot of fun. And you're not going to have this kind of cooking class anywhere else because there is only one Marilyn the Chef and there's only one Dr. Shonna, and we are the realest of the realest that you are going to get, and you're going to leave healthy and happy. Right?
Yes.
Saving marriages. We are here to save your relationship and get Marilyn married. Thank you so much, Chef. I know you have to run. I love you so much. Thank you for joining.
I love you too.
And we'll come back on because we want to answer some people's questions from some emails I have gotten. We'll come back tonight. Maybe tonight.
Yes.
Questions.
Yes.
Have fun. Be safe. And I love you always.
Love you always.
Bye, everyone. We love you.
Bye.
HelpingCouplesReconnect.com.